On Emerson Epic back here for another video. Today I'm going to be showing you an easy ramp rush to do on console. I play on PS4 a lot. As you can tell, I'm level 65 for Season 5 already. But a lot of PC players do a really fast ramp rush where they do ramp, wall, platform, and all these different kind of things. Double, 8-layer ramp rush, all these types of things. And there's multiple that console players that can do that you don't have to have a fast sensitivity for. Like as you can see right here, I only have a 7 sensitivity and I can do these. So I'm going to show you some easy ramp rushes to do on console. To get good at these, I recommend going into a couple playgrounds and practicing these and landing at Wailing Woods to get lots of materials and then just building around that area. Really easy to learn, really easy to do once you learn it, and is actually very helpful. Learning the ramp rush for Fortnite is so helpful in this game. If you can gain that high ground or high control off this, that's really good. So yeah, this is hopefully going to help you get better at ramp rushing in general. I'm going to be using wood so that we can kind of see through the wood to see what the bottom of it looks like. So yeah, so the first thing you want to do once you land in playground mode is, like, for a regular game this isn't how you do it, but when you're practicing in playground mode, get to 999 wood and then maybe get 999 brick as well, just so you don't not having to farm materials over and over again. You have a little bit before you have to farm again. Okay, last one. Okay, so now that I have my materials, I'll show you the simplest one first. So obviously we have the regular, just straight up going like that, pretty basic, pretty easy. Also, I recommend for this, you want to have Builder Pro on. Not having Builder Pro is putting you at a huge disadvantage, so I recommend having it. So this second easiest one is just easy little double ramp. This gives a little bit more protection than that right there, but not that much. But those are the simple ones. The one that I like to do a lot, but I'm going to change soon, is this, where which is where you just are doing that with some walls right behind it. I like that a lot. That one's actually pretty good, but the problem is if someone's right beneath you, like right here, that's an easy just break it right there. That's like a 2-shot ramp right there, but it's still pretty decent. And then the one that I also use, I try to start using, but it's kind of a little bit hard for console players, is the... Yeah, as you can see, I'm already messing it up. So that's that one where it's the ramp, floor, and then wall. This prevents people from being able to shoot out beneath you, so you have quite a lot of protection right there. For console players, doing this double ramp with that is I haven't tried it before, but I'll try right now. I'll probably fail at it, but you literally have to, I'm going to just slow down so that you can see it, but so you are literally going to have to do that to get that. If you can do that, go for it. I personally cannot do that with the sensitivity that I have. I don't plan on upping my sensitivity to be able to do that. And then to go along with that wall, we have the one that I'm trying to start learning, and that's the one where you just kind of spin in a circle. So you can see, not the easiest one to learn right away. Kind of hard, but not really that hard. Like, you just gotta practice and keep practicing for that, and then you'll eventually get it. But you gotta try to get, that's what I'm trying to learn, is that wall, that wall and ramp one. The floor I just cannot do. But a double ramp is a lot better, even if it's just a wall, because let me go get a gun and I'll show you how much better that is. Because even though you don't have the floor, they're forced to shoot rather than one ramp out with that floor. The floor to the ramp is probably the easiest one, but the ramp to the wall is probably the easiest one, but these are always some options. If you've got that one down, then these are some easy options for you to try. There, perfect. So we got this SMG to use. I'm gonna try to go get an AR though, because I want an AR for this, since mainly that's what people use when you're rushing them to shoot you down, is like an AR, like an SMG, which I have right here. Okay, got that. Oops, not that, not that. Just put that circle right there. Okay, so now that we have the gun, so as you can see, here, let me just build a new ramp wall. A little bit of a lag spike. Another key is you want to get this going early. So there's that. Pretty high. And then sometimes if you mess up with the double ramp as well, is you never really block yourself off, because you have that second ramp that you can just go up, which is good. So as you can see here, we have the walls and stuff like that. So say, I'm gonna come stand over here like someone was rushing with that double wall ramp thing, and see how the walls are there? I could easily go like that, but by that time they have to get that, and if they can't get that angle, then they have to go like that, which makes it just a ton harder to get that ramp off. But now if we try to do okay, we have that now, so let's see how well this does. This will probably do a lot better, but it's the fact that you're on one ramp that you don't really have that coverage from the side. Like, say someone was coming from this side, like right here, you don't have that coverage. You have to build with a double ramp. You could just slide over here onto this side. Stuff like that. Like, just double ramp is a lot better because you have more space that you can move on. So go here, so let's move over here, and I see that ramp rush coming at me. I'll just, oops, not that. That's how much I have to disconnect. See, so it goes a lot like it goes faster without the, just building right now, what am I doing? Okay, so yeah, and then with the pure just ramp, there's just sometimes what I do when people are in like a build and they're not really paying attention to me, that's just an easy ramp to do if people aren't focusing on you. But this is the problem with this, is like, if say they were fighting and they turn around because they hear me building, and I've already fallen down, but by that time I've probably already gotten to them, but I'm going to take falling damage from that. So you kind of want to make sure you don't go too high with that, but that you go the right amount. So there's another technique I want to show you where it's, if you're pushing someone in a base, like if you're a very like aggressive player, or you want to become a very aggressive player, an easy way to do that is to let me drink this. So a really easy way to do that is, let me launch up here. Perfect. So say we see someone here, got a nice brick base going on. Only 3 high, so they won't take fall damage. The usual, just like that. And you're rushing, you see them over here, and you're trying to rush them, but you notice they see you. A really easy way to do this is to build that, edit it, oops, not do that, and then there, easy high ground, because they won't have been able to see you because you blocked their sight off, and they can shoot you and stuff, and you can just, so let's say I built right here, let's play fast, get rid of all of that. I just got rid of that. So say, actually, just get rid of all of this. So let's go back just a little bit so that we're actually showing. So if we start right here, they have an easy sight on me. You go like that, they start shooting, they shoot it out. Then you have high ground over them, just unleash fire on them. Perfect. Perfectly what you want to do, so that you can retake the high ground even if they're not always looking at you. So I'm going to drop that pump because I'm probably not going to use that pump, and I probably will use these impulse grenades. So, some more brick. So, in my opinion, now that I've showed you the main ramp rushes that are easy on console, PC is a whole different story. Go watch a PC video if you want to see PC ramp rush. This is for console, because I play on console. These are ramp rushes that aren't meant for a 10 sensitivity, because in my opinion, 10 sensitivity is way too high. That should not be used on console. I mean, if you can move that fast and stuff like that, then that's totally fine. But like, if you are doing that just so that you can build fast, I would say you should probably just lower your sensitivity and do these ramp rushes, because you don't have to have a high sensitivity for these. So we just quickly destroy that. So that's gone, that ramp. Okay, now let's try out. So in my opinion, the best ramp rush for the console with not a super high sensitivity is practicing this double with the wall, because let me make sure I can get this right. Jeez, it's because I'm used to doing this one, or not, because I just glitched and stuff like that. So really I'm used to that. Really simple double ramped up, like double ramp and double wall. It's just, it makes it a lot harder. If you don't want to do the double ramp, the next easiest one I think would be the floor ramp and stuff like that. I gave you a view of that right here. Oops, not like that. So as you can see right there, we got the ramp and the wall and all this stuff like that. And even though, like, if someone does one RPG down there, like, you're gone, with that is the same thing, just the way that RPGs are. Yeah, so now in my opinion, I'll practice it a little bit right here. You can also just go into a game and practice this. I mean, not stopping you from doing it. I'm just saying playground mode is a lot easier to practice it because you have an hour. Of course, you're always going to have to take this into a game, but like... But yeah, that was it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. As always, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.